And we're going to read some of y'all's questions you've been sending in the email. If you all still get questions, where you want to see it? Hey, let's sit right here. Are you hot, buddy? Yeah. He's smoking hot, man. He's opening up all the doors and the windows. Here, Tom. Will you sit with me, Tom?
I got you.
All right. Let me see here if I can grab some of them.
I'll get all the easy ones.
Who they from and what do you want to say?
Rick Fooster.
Okay.
Let's see, question. Would you consider having a skylight above the loft and an 8x20 eye box as a future factory add-on?
What's your opinion?
I haven't really thought about that yet, but I don't know. I mean, the slope is probably not there, but if we did on the lower side, we could have a curb and possibly do one.
So you got solar panels the first 2/3.
I probably would keep those for our custom models and stuff we do like that.
Well, we've never put you know what, if it was a nail flange,
Like one on a curb.
yeah,
Just
just
to build a curb.
if you could just cut it and put it in and be done,
Right.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
But man, I always hate cutting in a rough.
Especially with this pitch.
Yeah,
You have to build a curb and all that. So I'd say no.
yeah. I don't mind putting anything on the assembly line if it's quick and efficient,
And we won't have problems.
and we don't have problems in the future.
I mean, if it was guaranteed we could do it, build it the right way and it
Yeah.
never leaked, then I'd do it.
Okay. Who's this?
This is Crystal Patterson.
Okay.
This is a question for you, Amanda.
Oh, it is? Oh, God. Here we go. I've
just
never
kidding.
read
I'm
them.
just kidding.
I'd like to know how to hang cabinets and our
It is under
shelves.
name.
Oh, okay. There's shelves on the ESP. So
Okay.
how do you hang cabinets and shelves?
How I did it? Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of built mine into a solid piece of plywood that
Okay.
I glued and screwed to the wall, and it went all the way up to the ceiling, and then I had a trim piece on the ceiling as well.
To hold it against there.
Yeah,
So you
and it
screwed
was-
it to the ceiling and there.
Yeah, and that carried my microwave and everything, and it would carry hundreds of pounds.
So we'll show you that. Tom did one for, it was a 16-foot hunting cabin that he
Yeah.
did of our Incredibox. So what he's saying is he would take a whole sheet of plywood, attach everything to that plywood, put some liquid nail on it, squish it all against the house, and then you screw it into the
used
wall.
Finish screws in that, and then screwed the piece of trim up top, and it was solid.
Done.
So I did shelves, but you could do cabinets the exact same way.
Yeah, cabinet shelf. I would attach them to plywood and then glue and screw the plywood
Yeah.
to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a rock.
Good. Whoa. he just went past that one. Here, I'll look at it. You keep going.
Look. Okay. Question from Texas. Glee. We'll just go with Glee. Are there still any 50 by 60 lots available in the prairie? If so, down payment,
Yeah.
10,000 or.
Man, we have been sold out in the prairie.
Yeah.
We are looking, a couple days ago I did a video. I haven't published it yet because we're waiting still on after the first year, but we're looking at at 2023, just here in one other spot about 35 miles from here, almost 300 lots that we're gonna be putting in and looking at getting done by 2023.
Yeah.
300 more lots. That's our new coming up. We're kind of like just saying that.
Right.
We'll have more detail.
Yeah. So we're waiting on obviously all the engineering for the mountain to be complete.
Yep.
Once that's complete, it'll be all hands on deck on that.
And we're wanting to figure out what homes we can offer, how big, the price, the speed, and all that stuff to make it a package
Yeah.
deal.
What is your current wait time
On lots,
on building?
on building, what do you
Guess
think?
it depends on what they're looking for. They did say 10 by 30, which would tell me they're looking for a model, and I mean, with our current build time, I'm looking at spring.
So you're looking middle of
Maybe
March?
April, something like that, yeah.
Because you got, in the build list of it, I've seen you got a couple homes that'll start in March, but we got like 8 or 10 builders now.
Yeah, or more.
So you might start in March, huh?
Yeah, March, April. I'd
Yeah.
say would be pretty
Okay.
close. She's got a ton of questions, but I'm going to move on to these, unless you want me to read them all.
No, well, what do you, I mean, are they pertinent? Yeah.
Can you tell me what the inside measurements would be for a 10 by 30 tiny?
Okay.
Inside on a 10.
Always subtract 9 inches, right?
Yeah, that'd be more than enough.
Yeah, 9 inches. So if it's 10 minus, oh, no, we're going 10.3.
We are going 10.
So we're actually building the house 10 foot 3 inches
Yeah, so
minus 9 inches.
114.
There you go, 114 inches wide.
14 wide.
Yep, and that's 9 foot 6.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and then
It says maximum. What is the maximum height can you get that max height without a floored loft?
Yep.
So meaning from this floor to the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
Or what was that? I don't know.
I was always 10.6, you know.
I'd say on our models in the 10 wide, we kind of go a little bit more.
We cheat the height. You're building what we're building up 10, 10, 10.
1310.
I mean 13, 10, yeah.
Just because you have to get oversized width anyway, and as long as you don't go to 12, then you don't need pilot cars.
Think about it. Think about what we were doing, and we didn't even raise the prices, tell anybody what we're doing.
Yeah.
The houses are 3 inches wider,
Yeah.
and they're 5.
Try to get 5 inches taller.
We try to get 5 inches taller,
Yeah.
and we didn't even say. We just did it.
Because it all falls within the same permit if you get a 10 wide anyway.
Yeah, but what builder makes a bigger house and doesn't say, hey, it's going to cost you more money?
Yeah, because we want more room in the loft and everything else we can possibly get.
Yeah.
So, all right, are there rules about putting up a one-car garage shipping container as a shed?
Yes.
Yes.
There are rules,
Yeah.
and we don't like shipping container garages.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be hard. How do you get out of your
huge
car?
building. I mean, shipping containers almost size of a lot of the houses. So
But it's 8 foot wide. How do you get out of your car?
yeah.
Your car's 6 foot.
I mean, to actually pull a car into
That's
that
what I
wouldn't
sound
work.
like. I don't
That wouldn't
know.
work. It wouldn't be one you pull a car into.
You know what? I know people were thinking about, and I'm terrible because I don't really have a new car to fuss over and put it in a garage, and I can see why.
Yeah.
But right now,
This isn't that lifestyle. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really about that. I've got a 2-car garage and I don't park in it.
you don't park in yours.
No, I got too much crap in it. I got my grill and lawnmowers and
got me grill.
yeah. All right, there is water, city or well, or city water or well. There's
All city.
city water, and 50 amp services for the electric.
Mm-hmm.
Newport Utility is the provider for both.
Yep.
And how do you handle sewer water?
Would you watch this show?
Yeah,
Would you
I
watch
watch
it?
every one.
Justin, would you watch us talking?
I watch all of them.
We're like really
I
entertaining,
have
aren't
my
we?
postcard mailed in too.
Yeah, I do too.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my
At
God!
house.
If you win it, how are we gonna give it to you? Everybody go, it's fixed.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, you'll figure that out.
Okay.
I see his name. We'll just.
No, that's my house.
How do you
Okay.
handle sewer? Sewer water is with the county,
Yeah.
so all sewer goes with the county.
Sewer goes in sewer.
We've got pump stations, pump it out. You never have to mess with it.
Yeah.
We don't have drain fields, nothing
Nothing.
like that. What about trash? There's trash people down the road. There's 2 sites that you can drop it off at, right?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Convenience centers.
Convenience centers.
Yeah.
And they all have recycling there as well.
Okay, so this is what you do. You got a trash bag inside your can. You take it out, you put it in a knot, and you throw it in your trunk.
Yeah.
And then you take it down to the convenience center.
Yeah.
You get out of your car, you open your trunk, and you throw it in a dumpster. That is totally against what 99% of the whole country doesn't do, right?
I live in Sevierville,
Yeah.
and I do that. I don't have trash service.
Yep. I remember I moved. First thing that blew my mind when I come out of here, out
Yeah.
of Michigan, I come down here,
Yeah.
and they said, "Yeah, I'll take my trash over to the convenience center." I was like, "Convenience center?
Yeah.
What's that?"
Yeah.
Yep. You take care of your own trash.
Same thing in Florida. We put it out by the end of the road and it disappeared. Here, you put it in your car, trunk,
disappears,
truck,
yeah.
and you don't leave it there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Because
it's a
it'll.
holiday, don't put it in your
How
car.
many
'cause they're
times
not
have you
gonna-
left trash in the back of your truck for too long and you got maggots everywhere?
Yeah.
No.
Summertime?
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get
Yep.
rid of it. All right. This is from Florida, Barbara.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say their last name because they could be wanted. They'd be a felony or something.
Why
You
would
never
they
know.
type it in there?
I don't know.
I mean, if I was wanted, I
I'm
would
just
put my
saying.
full last name there. I would like to live in the area where you have trees. That would be the forest.
Or the mountain.
Or the mountain.
Or
yeah.
we keep
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah. How much for the 60 by 60 lot?
Yeah.
And can I buy it out and put a modular on it?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
no.
yet. We're not selling lots. We're just renting them right now. And that's hard to do to get any financing, so we don't have financing or anything. That's what we're working on for this coming year. We're working on some local banking. We're looking on PUDs. We're looking on selling the lots to help the financing. All that stuff is in the works, is why I'm not offering anything
Yeah.
yet.
But right now it's lease only.
Yes.
3-year option. Right?
Right now it's, yeah.
Isn't it?
Well,
So-
it was not, right now it's just year to year.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
How do I win a free tiny home? And we're
Buy
just
one.
joking around. Well, yeah, if you buy one of the iBoxes, then you qualify in that group of 100
Yep.
to win an additional.
Yeah, or if you were one of our first subscribers, you mailed in a list and we're giving it away New Year's Eve at 10 10 p.m.
Yeah, if you're first 100,000 subs on
Yeah,
YouTube.
and you send in your postcard.
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Thank you. All right, William from Florida. Are the homes hurricane zone built for the coastline of Florida?
Okay.
I have land in Largo, where I grew up,
Yeah.
just a mile from the Gulf, and I know mobile homes have been built to certain requirements to survive hurricanes. I'm very interested in your homes. If so, I look forward to your reply.
Awesome.
That's, I guess all the newer homes, right? Mobile homes will be built to that. I know when I was young, all my grandparents would come over to our house because we lived in a block home
Yeah.
about probably less than a mile inland, maybe a mile inland. So
Because they were in trailers.
yeah,
Mobile
mobile
homes.
homes, yeah,
Yeah.
like retirement places, 55.
I'd like to see how a mobile home is built for hurricane proof. I'm sure it's a bunch of strapping.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. These are all engineered for wind loading by an engineer in Florida, right?
What's that? These homes?
Yeah.
Well, our panels, we never, because they're door remnants.
Right.
So we could never get them engineered. I mean, I have tried to get these wind tested, fire tested through an engineer firm.
Right.
It was going to be like $500,000 to get an engineering study on this.
Okay.
So what, the last hurricane they had, what was it, Ian? down there?
Yeah, nothing survives Ian. But
What was
okay.
that one down there that hit? That just hit Florida?
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't remember the name.
Well,
but nothing survived it. I mean, it mowed everything down.
everything.
Everything.
And
Stuff built for hurricanes. I mean,
mowed it all down.
Yeah.
That's why when people ask me that, I'm like, how can anything handle a 200 mile an hour wind?
okay, so what's a category 3?
175?
130.
130?
So category 1 is like 70, right?
Yeah, because you get, well, it's 75 as a hurricane.
70 or 7. Okay. Well, I traveled to Kentucky in my hunting shack, which is this right here.
Yeah.
Doing a category 1 on cruise control.
Yeah, you did. You
I
pulled a
mean-
hurricane proof house.
Yeah, and a couple
did
times
fine.
where I had to go around some semis, I may have got up to about 80 mile an hour. So
Yeah.
fine. I couldn't imagine.
Well-
I could do 100 without even phasing it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's your phone. A guy sent in a picture. He said they clocked 90 mile an hour winds at that last hurricane, and he said it did fine. Now, the only thing is he had it anchored to the ground.
right.
You got to anchor it if you're going to do it. I would love to see how this thing holds up.
Who's the guy down in South Florida that went through like 3 hurricanes?
Yeah.
Ty,
Ty Tabata.
the firefighter.
Yep.
Yeah, I think his home he lives in full time.
He's been through 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, he called us, emailed us, and said, "Hey man, I've been through 3 or 4 hurricanes. I'm good." He's
Yeah.
right on Daytona, near Daytona Beach.
Yeah, on the East Coast, where Atlantic, they get hammered.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident. I would be okay. I would anchor it down. If it was a bad hurricane, I would get out, whether
I
live
wouldn't
in this or a regular home.
Yeah. Now, water is going to always destroy anything and everything.
Yeah.
Floods. You can't unless you're in a submarine.
Right.
You know. But remember, hook it to your truck. It's only
go.
5,600 pounds. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yep, I would. All right, Patricia in Massachusetts.
Hey, Patricia, what you got?
I've been seriously watching your videos for the past 2 months. So far, my favorite is the 10 by 20 ESP with the door on the end.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
popular.
love that house.
My question is, I'd like to live on the mountain.
Right.
I have a fear of floods.
Right.
Do I own or lease the land on the mountain?
Right.
I heard you mention $20,000. Is that to purchase the land or the setup to the of the tiny home?
Yep.
So
What does it say? I have lived on approximately
$2,400.
$2,400 a month income.
Is
Yep.
that enough to live in your community? I would be paying cash for the tiny house.
Yep. That's a great question. And her $2,400 a month is probably more than what most people make here
Yeah.
on a fixed income. And just like we did a video on Harry, and
Yeah.
man, he's $250 a month. That's his lot rent and his water and power.
Yeah.
250.
$250.
Now the mountain would just be $100 more.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking into, Patricia, with the financing and the lot. We're coming up with some packages.
Right.
Yeah. So we will probably, I'd say, in the month of January, we'll have all that rolling.
So it's probably cheaper to live here than it is to go to like Thailand or how
Yeah.
the Taiwanese go to the Philippines.
That's
and
right.
live
Expat. We call them expats.
Yeah, something like that.
What's it going to be? Expat.
Yeah, this is probably like a fraction of that cost. I mean, if you can live across the street for $380 a month,
That's it. Done.
water, power, sewer, lot rent, and everything, and lease. I mean,
Yeah, and you own something that's you can make money off it.
you have your tiny house that you can. If you don't like it here, you can decide to move to Florida. You pick a spot down there, you hook to it and go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheaper than going, fleeing.
Yeah.
All right, here, you can have that one.
Okay. Let's see. It says, Eileen, if I'm buying land, what do I need to ask beforehand to make sure I can have my tiny home on it? How much would it be to deliver? We would actually like 2 on the same property. Why? I don't know. My mom lives with us, and maybe she could have her own space. Perfect idea. Could still be together and spend it together. Great. Okay, Eileen. So there's a couple things. If you're out in the country, a lot of people just buy them, put them on there, and don't worry about it. The only reason somebody would ever say anything is because if you got some disheartened neighbors that would turn you in. Now, if you really want to go full bore, I'd call your county, I'd call your city, wherever you're at, find out about your zoning. Talk to the zoning board. There's usually a zoning person that's in charge of zoning, or your planning commission. He will tell you what's going on, he or she, and they will let you know if there's any minimum square footage, if there's anything you need to do. Here in Cobb County, you don't have to do anything. You can just put it in the backyard, hook it up. Now, the one thing we did find out, that if you have 2 dwellings on a property, it went into the electrical part of it, that you have to have a separate service for your tiny home. So if there's a home on it, you got to have 2 services.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but great, getting 2 is perfect. These are good. My mom was 96 when she passed. She lived in a 10 by 20, and actually the way I laid it out, when I look back now, I wished it would have been laid out just like this. Her bed here, lazy boy, TV, kitchen, bathroom, and she was done.
Yeah.
16-footer would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had a ramp and everything.
Yeah.
All right, this is Jan from Arizona. She's confused about the measurements on the outside versus inside. Like if you have an 8 by 20.
Okay. Is this about an Incredibox?
Homes in general.
Okay.
8 by 20 is 8 foot by 20 foot outside dimensions.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, no. We frame the walls to 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But with the overhang, it's 3 inches and 3 inches.
Yeah, she's talking about living space, I believe.
Okay.
She asked if it was an industry standard to be inside dimensions or exterior dimensions.
You know what? We've always said 8, 10, 12.
Yeah, I think it's industry standards to be outside dimensions. Just like any home that I've ever
Yeah, because we're not going to say it's 7 foot.
to whatever.
Right.
7 foot from
Right.
whatever.
So on an ESP, it's 2 inches thick. So if you got 96 inches, you got 92 inside. 2 and 2, not 4. 4 minus 96 is 92.
Yeah.
Inside to inside, finish. Now down at the base, it's 3/4 and 3/4. You lose another inch and a half.
Yeah.
But up top, you got more.
Yeah. So industry standard, I would say outside dimensions.
Outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it depends on what house you're buying.
Well, it's like a camper. A camper is measured how?
all outside.
Outside. You got a
Any
26
home
foot
I've ever
camper.
built, outside dimensions.
Yep.
Every print I've ever read.
That's
outside
true.
Dimensions.
Yep.
Okay. And she also want to know, I'm trying to decide between an 8 and a 10. By watching the videos, I'm now concerned I might be wrong about what I'm seeing. So I would go with a 10 if I wasn't going to haul it around the country all the time.
If your budget allowed and you go
Yeah.
wide would be, okay, so if you had, excuse me, if you had a 10-foot wide house right here, it depends on what you want to do with it. I would go with a 10 if you want a staircase in it.
Right.
You don't want one, I mean, you could do that new line we're coming out, we're going to have a staircase in the back.
Yeah.
But like if you had a wall here, this is 92 inches. Can't you get a full-size sofa right here?
I would think so, yeah.
I mean, and if you had 2 more feet, you could put a nightstand on each side of it?
Yeah.
Or a love seat, you could put a
I mean,
nightstand
it's just
inside.
personal preference, right? So
Yeah.
if I'm going to hook to it and pull it to different locations, I would probably stick with an 8
Stick
foot.
with an 8-footer.
Yeah, if I'm going to live in it, I think for quite a long time in the same area, I'd go 10.
Go 10, why not?
Yeah, and if you're going to move it, it's still inexpensive to move. I mean, it's only a few $100s for permits.
Per permit, yeah.
It's not like you have to have poly cars and all
Yep,
that. So
yep,
I would go 10 myself. It's just personal preference.
right.
So, all right. Do you offer financing? This is Barbara in Florida. It says, will there be grass and trees? I'm not sure which one she's talking about. Is there a place to walk tiny dogs? Yes. Floor plan styles. Do you have any? I guess it depends on where she is. The mountain will have trees.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably in your area plant grass and have little patches of
Yeah,
some stuff.
man, you plant grass, trees, whatever you want. I mean,
We're gonna have a dog park over there.
We're gonna have everything like a zoo. There'll be giraffes running around.
There's already a dog park here.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is a community participated dog
Yeah.
park,
Yeah.
and but the mountain is just, man, there's trails, there is just big
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Yeah, lots of room.
Yep. All right. Do you have any tiny homes built on permanent locations? Land with foundation.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking at 2023. We're looking at building homes with land, foundations set up. That's when the banks come in, and that's when we can get total financing with local banks.
Right.
That is our next venture here in 2023.
Okay. So
Yeah.
and then it says, are there more lower prices and $200 a month lot rent?
Yeah. If we go to the mountain, the only reason we're charging 300 is because it is hard to maintain the roads. Everything's up a hill, so it's just more costly. They'll be out there doing more work.
Yeah.
So that's 300 over there. We will be doing more communities throughout this area and hopefully across the country at $200 a month.
Yeah, 2 or 3 somewhere in that
Mm-hmm.
range. Yeah. All right. This is Morgan in Tennessee. What is the weight of a 8x16 iBox?
Carried away, Tom.
I think 4,800.
48. I'll go with that.
4,800 pounds. I think.
4,800 pounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Lori from Michigan. Do you consider your tiny house community a pocket neighborhood?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Pocket. Justin, what's a pocket neighborhood? Ace, what's a pocket neighborhood?
I think he's dead.
I don't know what a pocket neighborhood is.
I don't either.
I mean,
Let me Google it.
it sounds kind of cool. Like, it sounds like we got 4 pockets right here. You know?
What is a pocket neighborhood?
Let's see what it is. Siri. Well, while you look and see what a pocket neighborhood is, just a reminder to let you guys know that on New Year's Eve at 10 p.m. we'll be giving away our 100,000 subscriber giveaway house. Do not go with any scams saying you won the house and or call this number or give some money away. Don't do it. We'll be calling you. Tune in at a live show on New Year's Eve and we'll be calling the winner. We will actually physically call you. You will actually see me pull out a name, right, and call you. So we'll be giving it at 10 p.m. Even if you're not even participating, tune in. You guys are going to love the giveaway. And then right after that at midnight, we'll be blowing up a Christmas tree to celebrate the new year, the 2023, that is going to be an amazing year for everybody. I know the world's talking about some bad stuff happening. You know what? Bring it on. We're going to get through this. No problem. We're going to just shoot right on through it and we're going to be successful. So tune in and watch us. And if you get down and you don't think you're going to make it, you tune in to us. You're going to watch some guys, men, women, dogs, everybody. We're going to fight through 2023 and come out the other side. Ain't we?
Right. Yeah.
We ain't dying. There's no way. What is it?
Pocket neighborhoods, by our definition, by their definition, are clusters of nearby neighbors around shared commons of some sort.
That's pretty close to it.
Yeah, they're going to share commons. And
Yeah. So we're pocket neighborhood.
Yeah.
Perfect.
One of these days, we'll hope to have a little laundry center out here, maybe.
Yep. Yeah, we're already
Yeah.
looking into
Near
it.
future. Yep.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. So I would consider us a pocket neighborhood.
Hey, pocket. That's what we're building. Pocket neighborhoods.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else we need to tell them,
You
buddy?
saw that with the, what's his name, Massachusetts this morning.
Harry?
Harry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets together, hikes, trail
Yeah.
walks, and decorates.
Decorate.
Stuff. And, yeah, it's definitely pocket. community.
Harry was cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It means a lot to him. I've talked to a lot of people here that, you know, a lot of people, like Amanda would say once before, she talked to a lot of folks that when they lived back home, like in Chicago or wherever they came from in their house, a lot of these people didn't associate with their neighbors. They had no interaction with people.
Right.
And now they're coming here. And I've actually seen people, it's taken them a while to kind of get their social skills back. You know, to come here, you feel awkward, you know, you might feel I'm too close, or I don't know how I should tell somebody this about my life or how I should get together. I mean, it's hard to go out to dinner with somebody you don't know,
Right.
and you haven't been out with people in years.
Well,
But-
here, everybody still waves at you. Drive down the road, everybody still waves at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you get the local folks. I mean, everybody's just, you go to Food City and they don't even know you, and they'll say, hey, so you hear about that cold weather coming in?
Yeah.
And they don't even know who you are. And they'll want to know, you going to be all right? Did you got your warm blanket? Did you got enough gas and generator at the house? And by the way, I don't see any butter in that basket there. You're going to need some for that toast right there. And that's the way, that's the beautiful place that we live here. Yeah. So, good. Ace is ready to go to the mountain. These guys are ready to go home. And y'all, thanks for tuning in. Hope we didn't bore you too bad. Hopefully you guys will look at this house. The Incredibox is 20 foot long. Look at the size of this. Bay window behind us, $2,500. Go on our website. Look at it. It goes to the menu. You'll pull it down, and all this will pull down. We got model homes. We got the Incrediboxes. It'll also show you some shows that we'll be going to. I'll be in Quartzsite, Arizona, January 21st through 29th. Tom will be in Pinellas Park.
Pinellas Park, possibly.
Yep.
Yep.
21st through 22nd.
Yep.
21st, 22nd. Tom, he might be there. Tom's family's from there. A lot of guys are from here. We probably got about 6 guys are going to want to go down to that thing too. So that'll be fun.
I hope to.
I just got a call from Raleigh, North Carolina. They got a show February, I think, 13th and 14th, or 12th through the 14th. I think that's what it is. They've invited us, and I think we're going to take 3 of our model homes there.
Nice.
So that'll be a big show for us in Raleigh. All this is on our website except for the Raleigh show. We'll be getting that up for you too. Love for you guys to come, visit us, meet us, talk to us. Anybody, if you're within 8-hour drive, come see us. You guys, we'd love to meet you. The subscribers, you guys subscribe to this channel always and give us a thumbs up, notifications. I'm throwing videos out constantly. I got Justin now behind the camera. He's wanting to take over and help me with these videos. So we'll be pumping them out. He's going to do some editing for us. So it's a big time. We're looking forward to 2023, everybody. So, Tom, we good?
That's it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Justin.
Merry Christmas.
Hang on, we got to have a happy ending. Okay? Can you zoom on Ace?
Oh, I said happy. No,
Happy. Zoom in, and you got to we're all going to be quiet, and then we do a fade.